Likutei Halachos Nefilas Apaim Halacha Vav. We're holding by Seif Ches. זה בחינס לך לך מארצך ומולדתך ובית אביך. Go away, exile from your land, from the place of your birth, from the house of your father. To the land that I will show you. פרש רש"י, ולא גילה לו הארץ מיד כדי לחבב בו בעינו ולתת לו שכר. Baruch Hu didn't reveal to him immediately where he's supposed to go. Why? So that he will like it. You know, so because suddenly the surprise will be, wow, you know. Like this, you tell him it's a good land, whatever it is, and you come, it's a good land, it's not a good land, like that. You know, but like this, just tell him to go, and then when he sees it, bam. Sees it, you know, both physically and spiritually. Tell him schar, and to give him schar. And the same thing as Halachot Asher Omar Alechu. This is taken to one of the mountains that I will tell you. Didn't reveal to him where he's supposed to take Yitzchak. And he says, go to Nineveh, you know, and just make the calling. This is what is written in the end of this particular Torah. On the greatest tzaddikim, they have to pass this bechina. Shekodem kol Torah, before they receive a Torah. A person has to go through confusions and doubts. My heart is dizzy. Baruch Hu did not reveal to Avraham Avinu the land immediately. So you go and search, what does the Kadosh Baruch Hu want from me? And look good for it. That's his main nisayon, and all the other tzaddikim, as I heard from the Rebbe's holy mouth, that in the time of the nisayon of every person, no matter who you are, ein ha'odem b'da'ato b'shlemis b'yim ha'nisayon. He is not completely composed and in the presence of fire. Okay, that's an nisayon, no problem. He's not like, is this nisayon? It is not an nisayon. Am I losing my mind?
So which one should he?
It says that's an nisayon. Like, I don't know what's what. I think the word is boiling. I don't know what's what. Like, Vivasa Yaakov Levadei. Yaakov Avinu remained alone. This says, even HaKadosh Baruch Hu Kaviyachal left him. What's happening to me? Is this an nisayon? Is this all my fault? Did I just bring it on myself? What's the anything left?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the more the better. Okay, if it's not sour, then it's fine. If it's sour, then it's a bit azat. Say that looks okay. Looks on the verse. Either it's good or not. We'll see. The time of the nisayon of every person, the person is not in his das b'shleimus beyond nisayon. He says, because if a person would have his das would be b'shleimus, if you would be totally composed and totally aware that, this is just a nisayon, he's just going through a nisayon. He says it wouldn't be any nisayon b'chlal.
Because it is.
Because it is. So okay, it's just a matter of, sucking, of sucking up your belly and holding on. You know, there wouldn't be any sign.
Go under the wave, right? Who was
What?
saying it? Go under the wave. I just shut it up.
We don't know what the mugs are. You know, there's no milk, and the whole thing is a fiasco. The whole darn thing is a fiasco. So everybody has to go through this fakeness. Like, I'm never going to get out of this. This is it. I mean.
That's it.
I'm giving up. I mean, I don't know if Baruch Hu likes me, he doesn't like me, if he even exists. I don't know anything. And I mean, what am I living for? This whole thing is just a sad story, and at the end you die. And when you die, it's usually not that much fun. It's not like you die from it. I mean, everybody's been dying for generations. Nobody died from it. But, well, maybe yes. But anyhow, it's like, that's the Nisaya. This is if you had the presence of mind, and you'd be cool, and you'd be really like, you know, well composed, and you know what's what. I mean, there wouldn't be any sign of that. There wouldn't be any sign. And the sign is that they take away the das from you. They don't know. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I took some pills, maybe I did this, maybe I did that, and maybe I brought this upon myself, and now I'm going crazy. I don't know what to do. I go this way, I go that way. You know, it's like, and in the meantime, it's like lahavdil $5, you know, that cats, you know, female cats, when they get to season, you know, they cry, and they don't even know what they cry about. So you can see them, you know, sniffing a dust ball while crying like, you know, the thing is being shechted, you know, but in the meantime, sniffing a dust ball or something. It's like, you don't know what on earth is going on with me. You don't even know. It's like Rav Lifshitz, Zecher Tzaddik Livrocha, told me at the time when he went to Uman. He says, not only that I didn't feel what I wanted to feel, even what I didn't want to feel, I also didn't feel. He says, I was totally confused, totally verblondet. I didn't know if I'm coming, if I'm nothing, gulnished. The whole thing was just like a total fiasco. It was just like, you know, oh, it's like a bad dream. I ain't getting out of this. I don't know what to do. Because if you had das shalom, there wouldn't be any sign. And this is what Avraham Avinu did not tell. This is what Kodesh Baruch Hu did not tell Avraham Avinu, the Eretz Yisrael, so that Avraham Avinu will be confused. So that Avraham Avinu will be confused and will be. Wait. So what am I supposed to do now? Leave my father? Okay. Leave the land. You know, my homeland. Okay. The house of my father, okay. Now what? I don't know. What am I supposed to do? What's the other? And so, he should go and he should search and should look, what does the Kodesh Baruch Hu want from me? And through this, he will the Kodesh Baruch Hu will reveal to him what he wants. And not only this, but he'll get a tremendous schar. The schar is for going through this darkness. The schar is going through this darkness. This is the clip of Anon Godel. You know, the first is Ruach Sa'ara. I can't get over my typhus. I'm sorry. I just I have to see the Game of Thrones. I mean, just like, how can you not? You know, or Superman versus I don't know, the Green Hulk or whatever. You have. What do you mean I'm not going to see this? I'm not going to see the Super Bowl? How can I not see the Super Bowl? I mean, man, you're talking about the Super Bowl. It's not like the World Series or something. It's the Super Bowl, man. So that's Ruach Sa'ara. That's the first, you know. Then comes Anon Godel. Anon Godel means total darkness. I mean, this confusion. I don't know what to do, man. You know, I go to people to give me chizik, and whatever they tell me doesn't get into my ears, bichlal. His Baruch Hu loves you, okay. No, really, his main, his powers is from you. All right. I don't know what he's so excited about, but okay. You know, it's like, to pass that period of with your eyes closed, the tremendous schar. You keep on looking, you keep on looking, you keep on looking. You feel like that, you know, that you're stepping with your eyes closed in the middle of the night, and any given moment you are apt to fall off a cliff. Maybe you already fell, I don't know. And you keep on looking for Kodesh Baruch Hu. You keep on looking for Kodesh Baruch Hu. When you're looking, when things look hopeless, they look like, what am I doing here, Bechlal? You'll be zocher to great, great aliyah. This is what the Rakedim said, this is about Yoino, this is Korah Sakriya. Yoino didn't like the whole idea of being sent to Nineveh. As Chazal said, because he did not understand the extent of the Rachamim of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's why HaKadosh Baruch Hu made him, you know, lose his way. As Chazal said, HaKadosh Baruch Hu misleads the tzaddikim. He didn't tell him exactly where he's going because he wanted him to look and to search and to yearn. And with this, he will get the ratzon and the rachmim of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The HaKadosh Baruch Hu has compassion. The HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to do good to everyone. He wants even the Umas Ha'olam to make it good. How much more so Am Yisrael? That's why when Yoina was taka in the belly of the fish, he thanked HaKadosh Baruch Hu for the multitude of his rachamim. I cried to you from the very bosom of purgatory, and you heard my voice. And I said, I was chased away, I was banned, I was shunned from you, from your presence. All the storms and all the tides and all the whatever it is, everything came over me. However, but I will still lift my eyes to the chamber of your sanctity, of your kedusha. This is the bakosha lechipus. You're asking, you're begging, and you're looking. That also mibeten she'ol mamash, from the very belly, the very innards, the kishkis of she'ol tachtius. You have to ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you have to scream HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And it says, like I heard from the Rebbe's holy mouth that he said in this lashon, she'a'ikar u'mebeten nishon shivati. The main thing, the main trick, the winning hand, the joker card, you know, that wins everything, is mebeten shon shivati. I'm lost, and still I cry to you.
That's usually when you cry to him when you lost, no?
Yeah, no, but you feel that you can't even cry. Cry is Masada, you feel close to him, whatever. You know, they say that babies in orphanages don't cry. Because they learn very quickly, nobody comes. You know, so baby cries because it works. You know, I cry, and lo and behold, I got a bottle, no problem. You know, but babies in orphanages, they learn pretty quickly. You can cry until you're blue in the face, literally. And don't have no diddly, so they don't cry. Why waste your time? Crying is good still. When you're crying, it's good.
Still have hope.
Yeah, it means you feel connection, you feel hope, you feel this, yeah. But you get to a point that you're just totally lost. You're totally lost. That was immediately next to it. Everything is one bechina. Dafka this tzaddikas had to go to such a low and filthy place that with her unbelievable strength, she will look for and find Kadosh Baruch Hu dafka there. And with this, she will go up with Avraham Avinu, with her husband, with a tremendous aliyah. This is Vayal Avram Mitzrayim. He went down and he went up. Avraham Avinu, the first Yid, it says about him, Yerida and Aliyah. V'yered Avram Mitzrayim, V'yal Avram Mitzrayim. He went down and he went up. Yehuda, who is the father of all the Jews, and about him we call Yidden, he is the second one. V'yered Yehuda meis Eichov, after the whole fiasco with selling Yosef, and his wife dies, and it says V'yered Yehuda meis Eichov, and he marries, and he has 2 sons, and he has 3 sons, and he takes Tamar to get married to Aaron, to Einon, the whole. It says, and then after he already met Tamar, it says when he's finished when he's finished with his Evel after his wife died, it says Vayal Yehuda, to check out what's happening with his tzoyin. So Yerida and Aliyah. The minute there's Yerida, there's Aliyah. When there's a Yerida, there's Aliyah. The same thing, and it says she prepared the great Yeshua and Tzol to Am Yisrael and Golos Mitzrayim. That through this, Tumas Mitzrayim could not control them, and they came out of Mitzrayim for the 10 plagues that Kadosh Baruch Hu hit Am Yisrael and Mitzrayim, and everything was V'inaga Hashem Esparo V'es Beisei, that the Kadosh Baruch Hu has smitten Paroi and his house when he took Sarah. And with this, she brought about, she pulled and she paved the way to Israel to any place they'll be in their galus, be it general galus of Am Yisrael, and every person's own personal galus. Where you are, where I am. That even in the filthiest of places, that's it. Man, I'm history. They will look and this is how they'll get out of there. Same thing was taking Esther to the house of Achashverosh. Then she says, Keili, lama zavtani. Rebbeinu Shalom, why have you left me? As Chazal said, that was the Mapelas Haman Amalek, the very hardcore of the filth of the Sitra Achra. Was when Esther Tzadekis was screamed to Kadosh Baruch Hu, Rebbeinu Shalom, why have you forsaken me? Why have you left me? It's the same thing, to show Am Yisrael that even those filthy places, they didn't scream to Kadosh Baruch Hu and look for Kadosh Baruch Hu. Like Mordechai and Esther did, when they got all the Yidden, just cried to Hashem. The same thing needs to be done in every generation. The klalias and the proteus of every single person. Look for Kadosh Baruch Hu at all times, in every single place, wherever you find yourself. Just call out to Hashem. Betel Shon Shivati. ועל יסיאש מנצעוק על הבקור שלו לעולם עד ישקיף וירא השם השמיים. Never give up. Never give up. It's just when you get to these places, you don't realize what kind of career you have as a wrestler. You don't realize that. You think, me, I don't know. It's me. Baruch Hashem, according to Rabbeinu, good days, bad days, up, down. But then you hear these stories about these tycoons that in order to get that kind of life, they take these monumental risks. And how come they have the guts, to take upon themselves such things? How do you know? You never know. Birkas Moshe is a small guy. Before he does anything, he has 200,000 shekels of expenses before he even moves. Before a ruler comes and buys a single bag of milk. You're like, how does he have the guts to do this? This morning I was having an oil to give my son my last 20 shekels to go and work on now, because that's the only last money I have. So I said, okay, Vakasha, take it. I took a risk. I went out and lived. Everything. But the point is, when you become a Breslov in Avodas Hashem, you are facing these kind of risks in Ruchnius, way beyond. People are much more comfortable with just, let me go to shul, I'll tell, it looks like it has leprosy, this particular fork.
Oh,
because the milk is probably, okay.
No, because this is Shal Tachtios, this is like,
Probably.
No, because you read it could be like, because you have to read it, people are...
It's good.
Yeah.
Within reason. Can I have a tissue? Yes. You are at the biggest obstacle course that there is. You have joined the most difficult special forces course there is, and you don't have the nachas of wearing the golden wings, that show that you're a commando guy.
But you made it.
Gulnisht. You're standing there, doing extra. There's nothing in the world that is more difficult than holding on when you feel that you're lost. All your impetus was taken away. All your Islahavas was taken away. And the reason why you have to get there is because you have to be Megal. It's not because Baruch Chas v'Chalila, enjoys tearing off wings of flies, Chas v'Chalila. I wants to see us suffer. That's not it. In order to be Megala the Ratzon of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you have to be Megala your Ratzon. And your Ratzon is not, now I get it. That's Seichel. You have to reach down to the most primordial of all forces, which is in you, which is what? I want the Kadosh Baruch Hu. That's it. I don't care about anything else. I don't understand. I don't see hope. I'm drowning. I'm dying. But I want the Kadosh Baruch Hu. Just the Ratzon. Oh, you have such a Ratzon. You Megala the Ratzon. The Kadosh Baruch Hu also reveals the Ratzon. Everybody else that is going with Seichel, they get the lower kind of Ratzon, the Zeranpin kind of Ratzon, which means they only know what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants from them. Shulchan Aruch, Takunas, this, that. It's just like you just know what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants from you. But when you go through the trenches with your eyes closed with infections, and if your leg gets cut off, you hop over the other one. And if the other one gets cut off, you walk on the stumps. But you go and you get to where you need to get. What your Megala Damals is not just what the Kodesh Baruch Hu wants from you, but your Megala Kodesh Baruch Hu wants you. That's this galus of the Keser, of Arech Anpin, of Yad Gimel Midrash Rachmi. You get the smile of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You get the goodwill, the love of HaKadosh Baruch Hu is revealed to you. And when that happens, nothing in the world compares to that. It's Midah Keneged Midah. Ad Kan, Halacha Vav of Nefilas Apaim, Yitz Hashem. Next time we'll start in the Kedusha the Sidra. Yitz Hashem.
What's the Sidra?